Stirring the coffee with the K-Bar Chopsticks of Truth, using the Vortex method, the only true way to optimize the taste of your bulletproof coffee. At the molecular level, good morning, welcome to the Daybreak Show. I am the Sultan. We'll get started, but first, bulletproof coffee. Perfect. My second cup is usually bulletproof coffee.
Nice.
All right, I'm going to say it. H.P. Lovecraft and H.G. Wells are a way better read than Tolkien. And I know the Tolkien fans are going to be like, well, you just don't understand him. Oh, children. You know you don't understand half of what he says. I'm actually going to invade the Tolkien cult. The only thing I like about Tolkien is the fact that he smoked a pipe. And the movie Tolkien was really good. His stories are just an odd, esoteric, private logic, magical thinking escape for the man. That's what I think. I think being a teacher, being a professor at Oxford was getting to him, and this was his escape. And somehow there's a fan base that indulges in his escape. That's what I think happened. And I think not even he thought he was going to be the cult leader that he is. Who are your favorite authors? Oh, definitely Tolkien. Yeah, okay, right. H.G. Wells, H.P. Lovecraft. Prove me wrong. Solitude is dangerous. It's addictive. Once you realize how much peace there is in it, you don't want to deal with people. That was Carl Jung, and I'm not a huge fan of Carl Jung, but if there's anything I can agree with, it's that. Proverbs 27:23 says, "Be sure you know the condition of your flocks. Give careful attention to your herds." You really think that was agricultural advice? That was some of the best financial advice you will ever hear. Know the conditions of your flocks. Give careful attention to your herds. What was one of the first things you checked this morning when you woke up? Was it your cash flow situation? It's one of the first things I did. And you need to do that. Do not mess around with your cash flow. Be aware of the conditions of your flocks. If you were a shepherd and your means of making money was the sheep, was the herds and flocks that you have, you want to make sure that they're in good condition. The things that make you money have to be in good condition. They have to be functioning. If they're not functioning, you're not making any money. Look at the things that are making you money, know their condition, optimize them, and you'll do so much better. Do you love money? No, I don't love money. It's necessary. It's necessary for you and for me and for everybody. Do what you got to do to create another profit center, another stream of income. Do it this year. Especially you 9 to 5, Monday through Friday dudes. Find another stream of income, not to replace your 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, but in addition to. How do you do that? Look at all the time you waste. Look at all the time you waste. You can make extra income, take a little pressure off yourself, create a stash for yourself if you do that. Well, I make enough money. The only security you make, sir, the only security that you have is the security you provide for yourself. You are trusting in your employer too much. Way too much. Provide security for yourself. Never think, oh, I got it made. I'm working for the state. I'm working for the government. I'm working for the county. I work for the city. I'm all set now. Nobody is set. The past 2 years have showed us that even essential workers will get over. Wake up, my dude, my friendly acquaintance. I was never a fan of my women, my girlfriends, spending social time with male colleagues at work, and especially while on business trips. Way too much temptation. Men always want to fuck women that they work with. I don't care if he's happily married. I don't care if he's an elder in the church. Men always want to fuck the women that they work with. If they knew they could get away with it, they would do it. And what happens in Vegas or on the business trip stays on the business trip. You know it and I know it. So stop fucking around and acting so damn holy, church bro. Statistics tell us that 85% of affairs start at work with a coworker, a client, a boss, etc. And when the person travels, that 85% jumps to 95%. So I know there's one or two guys out there that are going to say, my wife travels for work, and I know who you are. And you don't live very far from me. I know who you are. Your wife travels from work, and I know if she wants to leave, you're going to say, there's the door. I know that. You already told me that 2 years ago. I didn't forget that. And I like you. You're a good dude. But for everyone else, if your wife or girlfriend travels for work, I came up with a thing called the rules of enhanced accountability after I dealt with a situation like this once. If you don't have enhanced accountability, gentlemen, you want to get fucked? It ain't going to be by a woman. You're going to be fucking yourself if you have a woman that travels for work. Every man that she works with, even ugly women, have men at work that want to fuck them. Dude, wake up, my friendly acquaintance. Don't be stupid. 85% of affairs start at work with a coworker. When the person travels, that 85 goes up to 95%. Do you think she's going to come home and say, I fucked a guy in the hotel bar? Come on. Listen, back when I was like in my just total lascivious days of debauchery, one of my favorite places to go was hotel bars. I go to the biker bar just for peace. Believe it or not. Peace and quiet at the biker bar. I go to the biker bar to watch a good band, have a nice meal, hang out with some friendly people. But in the days when I was more interested in like hotel bar. Why? People traveling. Every player knows if you want to get planked, you go to a hotel bar. Because literally the workforce is filled with women who are traveling. And they're lonely, and they're pissed off, and they don't mind having a fling that stays in Vegas. I'm not kidding you. Not far from me, 1 mile from me, is a DoubleTree hotel. That hotel bar, literally, I can't go there. If I go and just sit at the bar, I just sit at the bar alone, like this, with a beer, and eating hot wings or nachos or something. Within 5 minutes, a woman will sit next to me who's a traveler, who's on business, and will strike up conversation with me. If I happen to be friendly and smiling, which I usually am, that's a guarantee. In 1 hour, we're upstairs in the hotel. What happens at the DoubleTree stays at the DoubleTree. Gentlemen, hotel bars are deadly for marriages. Deadly. If your woman travels for work and she happens to be a little bit needy or horny, she has her choice of men who travel or not at any hotel bar. And all she has to do is take the elevator down. That's it. It's simple. That's a little trick that us players had years ago. Hotel bars. Yeah. I'm kind of ashamed of it too. Because it's just, what do they say? It's like shooting fish in a barrel. You know, like zero effort. Zero effort. The chances are every woman is a little bit dissatisfied in her marriage. How do I know that? There were studies done where they survey couples. A marriage counselor would ask a man, how do you rate your marriage on a scale of 1 to 10? He's like, oh, definitely an 8 or 9. In a separate meeting, they interview the wife. How do you rate your marriage on a scale of 1 to 10? She would say, somewhere between a 4 and 6, depending on the day. Women are always unhappier than men. And a woman will say, well, that's because men are aloof. They're not really aware of how their woman's feeling. Okay? Well, you know who took advantage of that? Players did. That's why I can go to any hotel bar at my age, and end up in the elevator going up. And 10 minutes later, somebody's going down. Nothing more needs to be said about that. Playa. If your woman travels, you need enhanced accountability. Enhanced accountability. I did teach that once. That probably went over the head of most people. But the truth when it comes to like things like that needs hardcore truth to confront it. What do they say? What would you rather hear? An uncomfortable truth or a comforting lie? Okay, she leaves for business. Wow, you get to watch sports or Netflix and eat chicken wings and drink 3 beers. Just you and the dog on the couch. Yeah, okay. She can do whatever the hell she wants to do when she's away. Okay, well then why are you even together if you have that attitude? Seriously. Gentlemen, if your woman travels for work, most likely she's had some while on the road. How do I know? Because I was the guy that gave it to her for years. Same place, same time, next month. You find that stuff out. So you're here every February? Cool. I'll see you next February. Oh, you're here the first Friday of every month for a week? Okay, I'll be here. No strings, no commitments. Oh my gosh, how perfect for a playa. Now back to your regularly scheduled daybreak show. Go easy on people's looks. Because every man, including you, ends up looking like one of the old man Muppets, and every woman ends up looking like a Jigsaw or Madam from Waylon and Madam. Believe me, nobody gets out of here looking pretty. Nobody. Nobody. Enjoy it while you got it. Handsome man. Pretty girl. Whatever you do, don't start watching Scrapyard GoPro YouTube channel because you won't be able to stop. Don't. Whatever you do, don't watch the Scrapyard GoPro channel. Please don't do it. Please, I'm begging you, don't watch the Scrapyard GoPro channel. Don't. Don't. Most wars are fought for reasons the general public never realizes. When you start to get red-pilled on why wars take place, you're going to go through an anger phase. The ones that you thought were crazy were actually the truth tellers when people tell you why wars took place. Everything from the Civil War, which you've been completely 100% misled on, to World War II and World War I. It wasn't just a bunch of evil people that just wanted to conquer other lands. When you get red-pilled on why wars take place, you're gonna get angry and there's nothing you can do about it. The truth tellers were right. As one guy says, we killed our best men to kill Europe's best men so that Epstein types could make trillions and satanic drag queens can read homosexual pornography to toddlers. It's funny the way he said that. Are you mad yet? Let me ask you this question. Could you spend a weekend here? My reply is I could spend my life there. Does that sound good to you? And with that, finish your coffee, and I'll see you on the next Daybreak Show, your home of sanity. Actually, the only place of sanity and the chopsticks of truth, clarity, and reason.